Welcome to Cozy Nights, a nice quiet place where you can leave your troubles at the door and just relax. I'm your host, Noe, here with my friend Michael. So please sit back, get comfortable, and let's see if we can't make you laugh a little, maybe learn a little. All right, welcome back to Cozy Nights. So, we start as always, Cozy Nights, with the weirdest of news I could find. By the way, the other day on Sunday, I went to go buy four newspapers. Them bitches called me 1750. And I didn't find a single story.
Really?
I don't know how they do it in the news of the weird. Those three guys,
Mhm.
they must just burn through newspapers every day, because I'm gonna try it just on the weekends because that shit's expensive. But like it's not like if it's just four newspapers on the weekend, it's still $80 almost in a month. So I'm gonna do it a little slower. But I didn't hit much gold this time. But there's always next Sunday. Anyway, so I've got some stories from the News of the Weird by Chuck Shepard, John J. Cahoot, and Roland Sweet. Said five of their stories that they uncovered, five news stories. The first one is so this 22-year-old kid in Wichita, Kansas, he tried to pass off two counterfeit bills. The bills were of $16 denomination.
What the hell?
Like at first I thought he was a moron, right?
Right.
But then I started thinking like maybe he's not. Maybe like a lot of people don't know a $2 bill is real. So maybe
That
he
is true.
thought they gave like, oh yeah, it's a $16 bill, but it's got like Abe Lincoln on it or something.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm thinking. Like, but still, I would have been like, this isn't real.
I mean, whenever I was working in retail, there was a person that said, that's as phony as a $2 bill. It's like, so it's true? Like,
He's like, what? You just devastated his whole life. Is everything real valued?
I ruined his little saying that he had because it's supposed to be as funny as a $3 bill, but it's funny as a $2 bill.
And he's just like,
It's real.
And he just pull out, you just randomly pull out a $2 bill. Like, what?
I also had the same thing too, where a guy was paying with $2 bills,
Uh-huh.
and at the time I was collecting them because it's like you don't see them very often.
Right.
So it's like I'll pay you, the exact amount for those $2 bills. And he's like, those are fake. It's like, no, $2 bills are real.
They are.
He starts crying.
Yeah. That would suck. But yeah, like I guess he thought but I guess he ran into someone that was a little bit smarter. These aren't real. They don't even look real.
Well, think about the people that don't know dollar coins are real and 50-cent pieces are real.
Those are real. Yeah. So he got arrested. Trying to pass two of them too. A whopping what, $42 or $32?
Yeah.
I'm not too good with the math. All right. So this next one is this was kind of funny. So these two guys, they broke into a slaughterhouse and they stole 1,200 meat parts. I say meat parts because they were 1,200 animal rectums. They didn't know they were stealing. Basically, they were stealing inedible rectal tissue called renettes, which are used to cure cheese.
Oh,
So they couldn't even use it or eat it. They just had a whole bunch of assholes
literal.
that they couldn't do anything with. One of them even tried to appeal at the Colorado Court of Appeals because when the officers arrested him and they found out what they stole, they laughed at him. So he said that was an infringement of his constitutional rights.
What constitutional right?
That's what the judge said.
A constitutional right to not be laughed at? What?
I guess so. You know what's funny? When I read the word animal rectum, I burst out laughing. So I also would have been.
I mean, you steal some animal asses, animal assholes.
Good Lord, just eating ass. They took eating ass to a whole nother level. 1,200
See, that's socially unacceptable.
eating that much kind of ass.
That's the level that we
That's
found.
the final level. Like, you just can't be eating all that kind of ass.
Well, remember when we talked about that? It's like what was socially acceptable
To
that's
eat
not
ass,
socially
yeah.
acceptable.
Oh man, that's crazy. Forgot to add my little timer. Hold on.
So yeah, she shouldn't be eating pig asses.
I guess not. Fuck, that's crazy. It's 1,200. You come home one day, right? And your roommate's like, "Why are there 1,200 assholes in this fucking room?" Renettes, I guess. Yeah, it's like to cure cheese. I guess to make cheese.
That's even worse. It's like, what cheese are they using to? What cheese are they making with these?
Big booty dairy.
The big dairy.
I don't know. I couldn't find a B word.
I can tell.
There's some big booty dairy. All right, next one is a this one's fucking crazy. So there's a law in Italy back in the 70s. I don't know if it's still in there now or if they just got rid of it, but you could not arrest a woman if she was pregnant or had a child that was under 6 months old. So this female thief avoided arrest for 7 straight years by having 7 babies back to back.
Oh my gosh.
This woman's iron uterus was just pumping them out for 7 straight years, and they could do nothing to her. Because, you know, if the minute she had one, right, she would get ready for the next one. And the other one was still within the 6 months. So she was like good until 1979 when they were like, oh, it's been 7 months. Guess where you're going? They still arrested her eventually. Could you imagine the cop that would just waited 7 years to arrest her?
Hang on. How does that math even work?
I don't know. That's what it said.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get
Because, yeah, within 7, it only takes 9 months. So
Well, I was thinking because if she's pregnant too,
you're right.
I was thinking it's like, how do you have a kid? And
Plus, I mean, like she could wait like 4 months and then have another kid. And
right, like as long as she is pregnant.
And she has a kid that's under 6. She's fucking set. She was set for it. She could have been free to this day if she was still knocking him out.
Just a hallway.
He's like 57 kids. Oof, that's a lot of children.
Yeah.
This next story is so in Crown Point, Indiana, this guy was so mad at his wife, or not at his wife, but at the fact that his wife got a parking ticket, that he cocked to shut 102 parking meters. He took I don't know how long it took him. It must have took him all night, but 102. Now, if you look at it logistically, right, that means that he went to every single one. He cocked it shut, and he moved on to the next one. There could have been cars constantly going by, even if it's late at night, right? There's always somebody, like, there'll be a homeless guy, the cops. That means he got to 102 before they arrested him. 102. Can you imagine?
That's a lot.
I can't fucking take my trash out or leave my parking lot in my house with 7 cars behind me. But this motherfucker can cock 102 parking meters and no one finds him till he's done.
That's crazy. Was it a small town?
I don't know. 102, probably not.
Wait, where'd you say it was?
Crown Point, Indiana.
Huh.
He was just cocking away. It's like he was just. Imagine if he ran out of cock and went to the store and bought some.
He probably had bags of it.
Just fucking. Like, could you imagine
He's got to reload the caulking gun.
Can you imagine the guy at the fucking store? He was a lot of cock. And you're just. So yeah, you got a new part of my house. I'm just like 80 bottles of cock. Oh God, he probably wasted more money than the parking ticket costs.
Yeah, because each tube of caulking is about 4 something.
And we don't even know what year this is because it doesn't tell me the year.
Yeah,
It could be like 1985. It'd be like costs like $15 now.
it isn't cheap now.
This is the dollar store. If you ever get your hands on it.
It's the most liquidy water shit. It's worse than if you just use toothpaste.
Just oh God.
You could probably actually, thinking about it, you could probably use some of that dollar, like Family Dollar, Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, any of those really, really cheap toothpastes. Would probably work just as good because it's like concrete.
Fuck. All right, last story for the day, for the news anyway. So in 1984 in East Hamford, Connecticut, this female stripper was charged with animal cruelty and sexual assault. Yeah, I see that you're looking like, wait a minute, one or the other. You're probably thinking that she banged a donkey on stage because she's a stripper. No.
No, I was thinking a gerbil.
What she did was that she had a monkey in her act that would pull her dress down and expose her breasts. Straight to jail.
That was much
more tame, yeah.
I thought.
Right? I was like, that's it.
It's like, oh.
Did the monkey fucking slap both titties before he hopped off her back or something?
And even then, it's like a chimpanzee would do that anyway.
So yeah, she got in trouble for that. I don't know what happened to her, but that's just, they said that she was charged.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, I can already tell. Like, you'd have to demonstrate up to the judge, right?
Yeah.
So here you go. He's gonna be watching the show with a monkey, and a woman, right? Because like they would have to demonstrate, like, Your Honor, she has to demonstrate to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you look it up?
No, I'm not. No,
you open up that can of worms.
Oh God, no. No. Actually, I had a piece of weird news for you.
Oh,
from Oklahoma.
You know, I'm a connoisseur.
It's pretty bad.
Is it recent?
Literally a few hours ago.
Does it involve children?
Yes, it does.
And does it involve toes?
Yes, it does.
Yes, I'm well aware. I told you I'm a weird news connoisseur. I am well aware of the fucking disgusting video of little kids licking people's toes.
Did you hear what they were licking off of it?
It was something off of the toes?
Peanut butter.
Hell, I know. Was it some fundraiser, right? They said or something.
Supposedly, yes.
What the fuck?
This is their the district's response.
The districts.
The district said,
I would have been like, y'all some fucking freaks.
yes, the district said that on Thursday, Deer Creek High School hosted an assembly called Clash of Classes for students to pay to attend. Students in 9th through 12th grades volunteered to participate in different class competitions, according to the district. Deer Creek Schools noted that every student who participated signed up for the games they played ahead of time. They played ahead of time, and that no Deer Creek faculty or staff participated during the assembly.
You'd never see my fucking face.
The district also said students were paired up with corresponding grade levels for the competition, where students were seen in the video licking toes that had peanut butter on them.
Of what, other students or?
Yes. What kind of freak shit is this?
I don't know.
That's some people's fetishes. Like,
That's a lot of people's fetishes. People pay for toe stuff.
I know,
They pay high dollars.
but in school,
I don't know.
that's something you would do.
I would not be licking toes. I don't like toes at all.
Go nah.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Gagging on toe.
I'm not a foot connoisseur, as one would say. That is weird. It's a weird, it's not.
It's not something you do in a school. I'm sorry.
Right, it's not something you do in a public place either. Because, how do you go back to school the next day?
It's like you're on camera and shit.
Yeah, they were all on camera.
Oh, whenever I seen it though, it came through on my feed
Mm-hmm.
because I don't usually get Oklahoma news like on X or anything like that.
I was watching
I'm kind of just glancing through some stuff, and it's like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, oh, that's in like China or something. And I see it said Deer Creek Public Schools. That's all that. It's like, what?
Yeah,
What the?
I saw it on the local news yesterday
Oh,
and today.
see, I thought it was a third world country they were doing this in.
I don't know what's happening in the world.
I don't either.
I don't even know the context to this.
It's a
They
fundraiser.
all sign papers. Papers for fucking what? For cancer? What the fuck is going on?
Like, what is the fundraiser here?
I don't know.
Like,
Who wins here? The people licking or the people being licked?
and I cannot think of any excuse that they could ever conceive of that explains this.
The good old Nickelodeon defense.
Dude, that don't even work in this case.
It does. It did for years. Do you know the Nickelodeon case?
I haven't seen it in a while.
So for a time in the early 2000s, mid 2000s maybe,
Right.
07 is what I want to say for some reason. During the time of iCarly and shows like that, like Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay.
A little bit after that.
Yeah.
One of the major executive producers of the Nickelodeon, if you remember, there was a random foot symbol in Nickelodeon for a long time.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, a lot of the kids shows had a lot of foot content. And it turned out that one of the executive producers was a huge, disgusting foot fetish guy. Not saying it's disgusting to have a foot fetish, but the fact that he had children.
Just right.
Now, you can like toes all you want. Just make them sure they're of age. But he had a massive foot fetish, and he made these kids do all these weird foot fetish type challenges and stuff throughout the shows. Like the foot fetish content in the shows for some reason.
Right.
And then so I guess I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully they beat the hell out of him with a phone book. But so there you go. Foot fetishes everywhere. I mean, Quentin Tarantino likes feet, but they're all legal. That man, have you ever seen this movie? There's more toes in that movie than in any other. Imagine the time you've seen toes in movies.
The worst is Constantine though.
What?
With what's her name? Whenever she's stepping on his head.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
the
what is
fucking
it?
full barefoot.
Oh.
It's fucking it kind of like just it goes into his mouth first. He's like, like it does it, but that'd be fucking hilarious.
He just
Fucking junk. He's like, his mouth wide open. He wouldn't be a fucking freak, wouldn't he?
Gabriel jumps off. He's like, oh God.
Oh my god, he would do that shit too. It's like, now slap me on the other side. I'm fucking devastated now. I forgot about that stuff till you reminded me.
Yeah.
I purged it from my memory. I thought
When you're talking about weird news, it's like, that's some fucking weird news right there.
Yeah, and I knew about it, but I was gonna talk.
If anybody wants to look it up, it's in,
Don't.
no, if you want to see the response, it's for Deer Creek Public Schools in Edmond, Oklahoma. Some nasty shit.
Question mark? Smiley face? Talking about news recent, I didn't talk about it because there wasn't enough time to like really research it.
Right.
I didn't want to just like jump on fucking people licking toes. But it's too late now. There's another one that I was going to talk about till I knew more about it, was that Willy Wonka thing in Scotland. You heard about
I've
it?
seen that.
Everyone lost their fucking mind because it was the most poorly fucking put together amusement park in the history of mankind.
I've seen it.
Like fucking like it was a warehouse the size of a fucking
Like an air hanger?
like air hanger, right? With like fucking three people working there, and like fucking 2 or 3 fucking decorations, and that's it. It's the unknown, the unknown. And I'm like, who the fuck is the unknown?
What a lot of people pointed out is you thought this was going to look like a CGI AI created
Like a
image,
beautiful, like Willy Wonka esque.
but they showed the pictures, and it's like, that ain't real. What were you people thinking?
Some people traveled like miles to be there.
I know.
Spent $40. They were gonna get a handful of jelly beans and a quarter glass of lemonade. Probably piss on their face too at this fucking rate. Well, so a lot of people were saying in the comments, because I saw mostly on TikTok, was like traumatized children, angry parents, just like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Mission accomplished.
You did it justice.
Basically. Oh God. All right, so we're done with the news for today. We'll move on to. We might be done for the news forever. You nasty bastards. We can move on to the Cozy Kitchen. And I have a little bit of a history story for those that wonder about Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it turns out the Colonel's Secret's recipe is not 11 herbs and spices. Go figure. Because the lore goes that the KFC is made from a combination of 11 herbs and spices.
Right.
Turns out all it's made of is salt, pepper, flour, and monosodium glutamate.
MSG.
Good old MSG. That's it. That's all they make. That's all they make fucking KFC out of. I was
Everybody. And MSG is salt on crack, according to Uncle Roger.
Salt on crack?
Mm-hmm.
What is MSG? I thought it was like
it gives more of like an umami flavor to stuff.
Oh.
So like whatever you put it in, it kind of accentuates the flavor a little bit.
Oh.
They actually said
Is that why the KFC is so fucking KFC?
Yeah.
Now, this chicken tastes like so much chicken.
Yeah. Hey, what's funny is that you can probably buy it at different places, but like at Walmart, they don't sell it as MSG. They sell it as Accent.
Accent?
That's the name of the product.
Oh.
They don't put just MSG, but that's what it is.
Isn't it because it's got like some terrible connotations to it or like undertones? People are like, oh, MSG is bad for you.
Everybody assumes that it was bad
Right.
for you for a long time, but it's not. It's the same thing like salt's bad for you if you eat high doses of it. Everything
Yeah,
in
like
moderation.
if you had a tablespoonful of salt, you're dead. Don't do it.
But just in general, like it depends on how much of everything you eat. So if you use it the same way you would with salt, just on different stuff, you're fine.
Moderation, people. That's all you need in life. Just moderate yourself. The next one is Coca-Cola. Now, yes, it does come from coca leaves.
Mhm.
And back in the day, it used to have cocaine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that now it's 99.5% sugar water. But even if they took all of the cocaine out of it, even if 99.99% of the cocaine from the coca leaves was removed, there's still millions of cocaine particles would still be floating in the Coke can.
And what's funny too is another fact with that, they actually they ship the coca leaves to somewhere up like
Oh, I know what you mean. They drain out all the fucking cocaine and give it to a laboratory for
Mhm.
research.
Yep.
Then they get the leaves.
yes, and then they turn the stuff from the laboratory into codeine and stuff like
Right.
Yeah.
And or they snort it or something.
that. Uh-huh.
So basically, so the researchers or like this medical facility or whatever, they get the cocaine, and Coca-Cola gets the leaves.
Yep.
With no cocaine, so they say.
Mhm.
But I mean, like Coca-Cola sells out like nobody's business. So you tell me, does it have cocaine or not?
And you can't compare Coca-Cola to Pepsi. They're not the same.
You don't get that same fucking rush and grit in your teeth as you do Coca-Cola.
It doesn't make you like taste your teeth when
Yeah, man, it doesn't make you rub your teeth together. That's some good Coke right there. You don't feel that fucking tinge of a disappointment when you hit the last drop of Coke. Like, damn, darn. Your Pepsi's like, oh, I'm out of Pepsi, cool. But when you're out of Coke, you're like, God damn.
It's even proven that ants, there was somebody that did that experiment on YouTube where they put the drops of Pepsi in Coke. The ants drank the Coke first.
You gotta love that cocaine.
Even ants love it.
Everyone loves cocaine. They allegedly that ant that jumped on that spider to fight it, that screamed out Valhalla, he had a bit of Coca-Cola before he jumped on his dad. You ever seen that video?
Yeah.
He's just like, Valhalla! And he jumps on that spider. He fucking took a hit of Coca-Cola before he hopped on. It was mercilessly eaten to death. All right, now we move on to the... I got 2 recipes today.
Oh, you don't want to disappoint the people in the comments this time?
What, he didn't like zucchini? Well, how's that my fault? I didn't make the recipe. I'm just reading it as is. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, goddamn.
I thought that was funny.
He was mad as hell. I don't like zucchini either, though.
I agree with that. It's
So let me tell you, the first one's okay. The next one's got one ingredient, and you'll know exactly what it is when I say it, that you might not want to add to it.
Right.
I wouldn't, but the fact that it's on here, I was like, huh? So let's start with the first one. This one's Alfredo mac and cheese. So you need 12 ounces of large elbow pasta, 1 15-ounce jar garlic Alfredo sauce, 1.5 teaspoon of paprika, 2 cups shredded cheddar, 8 ounces, 2 cups shredded rotisserie chicken, 6 ounces, 3 cups chopped kale, about 1 ounce, grated Parmesan cheese, optional. So you heat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, coat 2.5 quart baking, is that right? Quart baking dish with cooking spray in large pot of salted boiling water. Cook pasta according to package directions for al dente. Reserve 1 cup pasta cooking liquid. Drain pasta well. Return pasta to pot. What the fuck was that? In pot with pasta, stir in Alfredo sauce, 1 teaspoon, of paprika. Reserve cooking. It's a fucking, I just give the wrong ingredients and they fucking blow their brains. Their taste buds explode. 1 teaspoon paprika. Reserved cooking liquid. 1.5 cups cheddar, then chicken. Transfer half a mixture to baking dish. Top with 2 cups kale. Top with remaining pasta mixture, cheddar and kale. Sprinkle with remaining paprika. Bake until hot and bubbly, about 20 minutes. Boil 2 to 3 minutes. If desired, top with Parmesan. Let stand 10 minutes. Now, as an easy variation, you can make it a chicken and broccoli mac and cheese if you sub in the 2 frozen cups of broccoli, florets thawed, instead of kale. So you're looking at a serving of 6, active time 20 minutes, total time 45 minutes, calories 550, protein 30 grams, so there you go. Fat 26 grams, 13 grams saturated, cholesterol 105 milligrams, carbs 49 grams, sodium 760 milligrams, fiber 3 grams, and sugar 3 grams. So here you go, some delicious Alfredo mac and cheese. Now we have the next one. This one is a barley chicken stew. Sounds fucking delicious. Sorta. Till you get to the end. So you need 3 carrots, 2 celery ribs, 2 tablespoons olive oil, half of 1 12-ounce package frozen chopped onion, thawed, drained, so it's like 1.5 cups, 1 tablespoon curry powder, 2 14.5-ounce cans chicken broth, 3 cups shredded rotisserie chicken, about 9 ounces, 3/4 cup quick pearled barley, 6 cups whole leaf spinach, 1 3-cup plain non-fat yogurt. Don't you look at me or talk to me. Don't you say nothing to me. That's what it says. 1/3 cup plain non-fat yogurt. And then chopped celery is optional instead of the yogurt being optional. The chopped celery is optional. So you peel carrots, dice carrots and celery. In pot, heat oil over medium heat. Add onion. Cook stirring occasionally until softened, about 5 minutes. Add carrots, celery, and curry powder. Cook, stirring often until softened, 7 to 8 minutes. Stir broth and 2 cups water into vegetable mixture. Bring to a boil. Reduce heat to medium-low. Partially cover. Cook until flavors blend, about 10 minutes. Stir in shredded chicken and barley. Cook until barley is tender, 10 minutes. Stir in spinach and yogurt. If this stir in chopped cilantro. I don't make these up. This is exactly what it says. You got a serving of 6, active time of 20 minutes, total time 45 minutes, calories 250. Don't put in yogurt. I wouldn't.
No, because that'd be like getting a creamy.
Yeah, it says that a swirl of yogurt gives this warming bowl a delightfully creamy texture.
But if that was the case, wouldn't you use like a heavy cream or something?
I don't know. You gotta yell at the person who wrote this. I don't have no idea. Maybe they like non-fat yogurt.
It's gonna be like that adding zucchini to the damn lasagna again.
So we're looking at calories 250, protein 25 grams. That's a lot of protein in these.
Yeah, because of the damn yogurt. That protein from the yogurt.
Fat is 7 grams, 2 grams saturated. Cholesterol 60 milligrams. Carbs is 23 grams. Sodium 410 milligrams. Fiber 4 grams. Sugar 4 grams. Dig in. In fact, put 2 and 2/3 cups of yogurt in there.
Like, well, it depends on what kind of like soup you're making, but I've seen like adding milk to like cheddar, like broccoli cheddar soup and stuff, or powder, stuff like that. But
Yogurt's an interesting choice.
yeah,
Especially if it's plain. Like, you ever tried Greek yogurt just plain? You'll fucking shit your pants. That is the sourest shit I've ever tasted in my life. Take a cum shot before I take fucking yogurt.
thinking about that though, it also adds sour to it. It isn't just
Oh yeah, well, it'd be sour as fuck.
like I could see adding like if you wanted to add cheese or something like to get it to be creamier, or even milk. That would make more sense than
Gotta take jizz before I take fucking yogurt in my fucking soup. Just fucking blast one in there. I wonder what it would look like if you shot a load into the soup. It just fucking like would it glip.
see now whoever makes this recipe, they're going to be thinking about this while they're adding yogurt.
I don't know. Yogurt's an interesting. Yogurt's like its own thing. That I just don't want it near my soup. It'd be like if I went home, right?
Right.
I went to I go to Walmart and I buy those delicious fucking cans of like pre-made soup, like
Just put some yogurt in there.
yeah, wild rice or like some fucking a wild turkey and like what's that word, like gumbo or something.
Uh-huh.
I go home, I fucking put it in the microwave, I fucking take it out, I taste it, it's missing something. I look in the fridge and I grab the fucking Greek yogurt and shove that shit in there. There it is.
It is a very weird choice. Maybe in other parts of the world we could be wrong, but
I'm never wrong. I'm always right. I have what you call common sense. No goddamn yogurt in my fucking soup. Be like putting yogurt on a pizza. Ugh.
people do put Philadelphia cheese sometimes.
How bad is Philadelphia cheese? Why are they called Philadelphia cheese? Do they use animal rectums to make them?
No.
No.
Nobody, I don't even know what the hell you'd use those for. What cheese? Cheese that you don't want? The kind of the fucking bot flies on them?
I don't know, man. Like, they must, like, they just drape them over cheese or something until they fucking drain them? Like, they're called Renettes. I've never heard of Renettes before.
They probably use it for that cheese that they make out there in, is it France or Italy, where it's got the maggots in it?
No, I don't know.
The maggot cheese?
No, maggots are good to heal wounds, as long as you don't leave them in there. Like, delete the dead tissue.
Yeah.
You gotta throw them out. Or delete the recipe.
Bleaches are also going to drain your blood, but you know, we don't do that no more either.
No. Maggots. Anyway. I'm a little bit like devastated because all in my head is like just fucking people licking toes. And I still haven't gotten over it.
Looks that, then it had yogurt.
And yogurt to the fucking stew. You got people licking toes. You got fucking the unknown. I'm fucking devastated today. So we're gonna end the day with a new segment, or not a new one, but the one I haven't done much is Travels and Curiosities, where we travel the world from the comfort of our couches. So we never leave the couch. Or what we call armchair nomads. So these are a couple of locations I found that were interesting to me. I got these from Instagram on Atlas Obscura's Instagram on Instagram. I don't know how to segue that too well. So in Scotland, there's a medieval abbey that had restorations done back in the 1990s. And one of the stonemasons thought it'd be fucking hilarious to add his own touch to one of the gargoyles. So he made it a xenomorph from the Alien series. So if you go there, you're like, that one was not like the others. So if people didn't know he had done this in the 90s,
Yeah.
people would go there like, "Do you see that? They made an Abbey in the 1540s, and there's an alien on there." I'm like, yeah, yeah, like, okay, calm down. That means aliens are real. But no, it was some guy did it in the 90s. He loved that movie. I do. I love those movies. Fucking Sigourney Weaver in her underwear in the first one, Alien. Oh, 6 foot. She couldn't get it. I love him tall. But like heights is what I should say.
Getting into the alien stuff like Cat Williams and Rogan.
I'm too busy with the world right now. What to do with aliens? Next one is in Barcelona, Spain. There's a cemetery that has this really cool statue called the Kiss of Death statue.
Mhm.
It's basically a skeleton with wings just kissing some dude on the cheek and like whispering, "You're fucked. Time to die." That's what it looks like, to be honest. Like the guy's on his knees and he's like, "Oh, I'm dying," and the skeleton with the wings is just like the little peck on the cheek. Right before he rips his spine out his asshole or something. Next one is so in Boise, Idaho, close to home. There is in Boise, Idaho, the Big Idaho Potato Hotel. There's just a big potato in this fucking farm that you can rent out. It's inside of the hotel. It's shaped like a potato. It's just a fucking potato. I know, yeah. That's how boring Idaho is. I'm sorry, Idaho. I'm sorry.
This is coming from people that live in Oklahoma.
Yeah. You get to live in a potato. You can hang yourself from the fucking ceiling
In a potato.
in a potato. It's a good like part of your fucking list. You want to fucking a potato.
Mash it.
I don't know.
You can make mashed potatoes.
It's weird because like the hole on the side, right? It looks like you have to bend down to get in. So it's like it looks like really low until you go in, and it's like it's higher in the middle.
Right.
So it's just a hotel. Like it's like a fucking, it's just a tube that they put a couple of beds in and like a lamp, a fridge, maybe some sex toys. I don't know. A swing,
Use a potato.
a used potato with a hole in the middle for some reason. But it's just a potato. That's all it is.
God, really.
Plus, imagine like if it's like metallic, right?
Yeah.
Like, everything you hear is like amplified, like
Yeah.
echoing. You be clapping cheeks, and you can cling and cling because clinging everywhere. It just be like, and then you gotta get the rhythm.
And then you get the.
And you be hearing that too. Yeah, the clinging. Like,
They really doubled down on the potato thing, didn't they?
in Idaho, the only thing we have more of is than potatoes. Is more potatoes. We don't have nothing else. This last one is me being a bibliophile. And that means I like books. I'm not a pedophile or whatever weird thought you thought. Like maybe like, oh, he masturbates to the Bible or something. No.
A bibliophile. He jerks into Matthew, Luke.
Oh God. Bibliophile is a person that really enjoys books. I have more books than I have time to read. And I never have time to read.
I can vouch for that. Yeah.
So this is in Toronto, Canada. There's a bookstore called the Monkey's Paw. And they have a custom, it's called a Biblomat. It is a custom vending machine that they had made where you take a token, which is worth about $5. You put it into the Biblomat and you get a free book, a completely random book. With my luck, it'll probably be Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey or some shit I don't want to read.
A copy that they're trying to get rid of.
Exactly. Like the copy, like, oh, damn it. Like I put in like 3 coins for $15. I get back all 3 volumes of fucking Twilight. Like, oh, dang.
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades. I'll probably read 50 Shades of Grey. I kind of want to see it because I saw, what's her name, Dakota Johnson when we saw Madam Web. I want to read 50 Shades of Grey. I want to. No, I don't. Who am I fucking kidding? I want to read that shit. All right, guys. So that's it for, well, not that's it. I guess we can do a little bit of afterthought. I'm fucking devastated right now. My brain can't get over it. I just imagine
Don't think another topics.
Fucking he like licks over a corn and he's like, I got you. Don't you fucking vomit here. Then we'll all be fucking throwing up.
I thought you didn't throw up no more after your incident.
He means that I had to clean up vomit at work. It doesn't mean something else.
You're gonna go to the worst spot possible. Oh God, the incident.
People always looking for the worst thing. What could be the incident?
The incident really was from a kid where he just, oh,
He fucking chucked all these carrots.
then they just left.
They fucking did. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
But when I cleaned it,
I fucking cleaned the shit out of it. Like it had to harden your stomach. If not, I'd have vomited too.
be cleaning up your own as well.
Yeah, I'd be cleaning up my mask, everything. So yeah, like it hits me sometimes because like sometimes some is just nasty.
Like the licking of the peanut butter toast.
Ugh. Like what if they go like in between each one?
Did you seen the video?
I did not actually. I watched it on the local news. I didn't watch it that close.
No, it was on everything was blurred.
I know, but I'm not.
Did you even blurred? It's like, oh,
Where Deer Creek? You got a lot of explaining to do.
yeah.
Yes. Oh God.
These are just high school kids. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, they're all freaks anyway. You can already tell. They all consented to this, I guess. I don't remember a class. I would never like. They just go like, "All right, students, who wants to lick toast?" You know what I mean? Like, what the? How did this fucking conversation?
That's what I'm saying. How did this even come about? Like, there is no good. There's no good answer they can give
A good spin on this fucking
at all.
fire they made.
There's no silver lining. There's nothing. It's like
We raised $18
from the one guy that wanted his feet licked.
from the one guy that fucking videotaped it all. Oh God. Well, that's it for cozy nights. I'm gonna go take a shower. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. So as always, what was my outro? I don't remember anymore.
No, after that.
I'm fucking devastated right now. My day can't be softer. It's like the reverse of soft. It's deflating. So stay cozy. See you next time.